One sec.
Roy? Oh. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the North American GvG Tournament, Season 1, Week 3, the final
What's up?
match.
How's it going?
It's going good. I just introduced everybody.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, you were working it out, man. I got it under control. But tonight's the final match of Week 3 with Tag versus Rise. Ooh. Fancy stuff. The legendary Jarvan.
Legendary Jarvan indeed, dude.
Renewed focus.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Push.
All right, wow. Let's not be talking smack here now.
Listen,
about these guilds.
my #1 fan is in Tag, so I gotta represent her, right? Bowdoza.
Bowdoza's a nice lad.
He's pretty good, yeah. I tend to agree. But yeah, so the first and only match of tonight, unfortunately, but we've got semifinals coming up next, which is going to be pretty hype, actually. A winner of this match versus TBT, and it's going to be Red versus TTD.
Indeed.
Ooh, that's gonna be a match. So let's go over team comp real quick, I guess. Oh, Tag's readying up. So Tag is running the typical 4 Firebrand, 2 Spellbreaker, 6 Scourge, 2 Revenant, and then 1 Thief comp that we've seen quite a few times now, actually. It's not uncommon. What's Rise got running on there?
Sorry, just setting up some food for these boys so they can use me as the timer.
And abuse you.
Indeed. So we do have quite a few parties set up from Rise, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be these two. Just making sure. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, okay, so these 3. So at the moment, we actually only have 3 Firebrands, so very, very light on the Guardians. Light on that melee train. They are going to be running 3 Spellbreakers as well, so that'll be 6 melee total. One Daredevil who looks to be running Condition, so Condition Daredevil. And the rest are Scourges, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Scourges.
Whew, that's intense, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you thought Tag was stacking Scourges with 6, you got another thing coming with Rise stacking up to 8 Scourges. So definitely looking to be applying a lot of range pressure. Definitely looking to be applying a lot of AoE, a lot of corrupts through those shades, a lot of well pressure, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I don't
it's gonna be
see.
hard.
Looks like they got a couple condition, couple power Scourges. There's at least 1 healing Scourge. There's 2 Condi, 3 Condi, 4 Condi Scourges, 5 Condi Scourges, 6 Condi Scourges. So 6 Condi Scourges, 1 power Scourge, and a healing Scourge, probably Minstrel. So
Looks like
that
Tag
one
is mostly all
Minstrel-
Condi as well.
That 1 Minstrel Scourge going to be making up for a little bit of the healing, since they're only running 3 Firebrands at the moment. And then, of course, the rest are going to be applying a lot of Condi pressure. So that's actually kind of, I mean, of course, some of those Scourges could be unselly, just with Condi food. They could be running sort of a hybrid build. So that would bring some of the power damage there. But definitely relying mostly on that 1 power Scourge and the 3 Spellbreakers for that power damage. The rest kind of going to be bringing Condi pressure, especially with that Condi Daredevil as well. Looks like the first timer has been called out, 27, so that's about a minute. It's on my timer. As Nolly said, this is the last quarterfinal match. The winner of this is going to be going on to fight TBT. The other semifinal we have for you guys, which will be next week. Actually, next Sunday. We already got that scheduled. It's going to be Red versus TTD. That's going to be a very exciting match. But before we get to that, we do have this one. So any predictions you have for this, Nolly, Tag versus Rise?
I think Tag's gonna take it, and I think it's gonna be 4-2. 4-2 Tag.
All right. 4-2. Yeah, that would be a pretty. I can definitely see it happening. I honestly think that Rise has a bit of a better comp at the moment, especially like with all the Scourges. Although the 3 Firebrands kind of scares me a little bit. Might be a little bit difficult party sport, but I think Tag should be able to take this. Either way, we're going to see round #1 going on in just a couple of seconds. Here we go. Tag versus Rise.
And Tag has plenty of substitutes to bring in, so we'll see how this goes, and they'll adapt as it goes on. So both good stealth off the bat. I've seen Tag doing a double stealth strat. Let's see if they do it again. Yep, there it is. They're going for the double stealth.
Oh. Yeah, Tag going to be re-stealthing.
Spellbreaker right in the middle. Good bubble.
First bubble coming out from Tag.
See what they pull off of it.
Oh, it's going to catch
2 down, 3 down, 4 down.
Rise. Probably 5 going to be going down. 3 going to get res, though. Only 1 in downstate right now. That's going to be one of the firebrands. And a bubble coming out from Rise as well.
It was a counter bubble. Good.
That firebrand's still in downstate. Jarvan now going down. The first firebrand going to be finished. And a Spellbreaker going very low. There's 2 in downstate. Jarvan himself included in that. 3 fully down now.
But 1 down from right. Yeah, he tags back up. They got him rezzed. They got him rezzed. They're keeping the sustain up. They're doing it really good. But Jarvan's down again.
It's going to be 3 downstate now from Rise. And a lot of pressure. Jarvan going to be finished.
They're going down like crazy.
A lot of pressure coming out from Rise. But it's not going to be enough. As 6 now going into downstate. 5 finished. That's going to be half of Rise in downstate or dead. And that's going to be first round going to Tag easy.
Jarvan
I don't think they lost anybody.
3 times. He went down 3 times. That's not okay. Your driver can't go down that much.
I mean, again, you know, when you run those single firebrand parties, even with that Minstrel Scourge in your party, you know, you're going to be relying on those transfusion reses a lot, but it didn't look like they had them. It didn't look like the support really from the Minstrel Scourge was that present. And we definitely, I mean, you saw the lack of sustain. I mean, you said Tag's running, what, 5 firebrands? 4 firebrands?
4 firebrands, yeah.
So, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a huge difference, but Tag got that early bubble out, and they were able to just keep the pressure up. Maybe the Revenants, I don't know if the Revenants were on Dwarf. I don't know if you saw. They were definitely running Herald, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're running. Yeah, they're running Herald for sure.
But if they're on Dwarf, that's gonna bring even more support during the fight. And I mean, it's very evident that Rise did not have it there, and at least they did not have the start. They got to try and get those bubbles out a little bit sooner. Although I didn't see that many bubbles from either side. I mean,
they all went off pretty much at the start. There was the first bubble set, and then there was the staggered bubble set a little bit after that. But you know, after that, it was Tag was just snowballing it entirely from that point onward. But for sure, I think Tag played that really, really well off the bat. They got a fantastic bubble. That double stealth strategy worked excellently. But Jarvan for sure has to focus up. He can't be going down like that at all. Because it's forcing his entire guild to play around him being down, and then that can't work. You can't drive like that. Your guild can't play like that. So they've got to focus up. Rise has to focus up for sure and get this one going. They have the composition that could potentially do it, but they've got to execute.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is definitely difficult when you have your driver go down that early, and you have. I mean, again, if they can get the transfusions off well enough, get those reses quickly enough, which they did a couple times, it's good. But then there was no follow-up heals. You know, there wasn't really any follow-up counter pressure from Rise, even with all those scourges. It didn't look like there were that many Tag going that low. Didn't really see any Tag downstates either. So
there were a few downstates. They were able to generate some downs, and that's the power of all those scourges. But they weren't able to rotate those downs whatsoever. Their thief went down, and he just got hard rest. So.
All right, well, looks like we're going to be seeing round number 2 going in about 20 seconds, 23 on my timer. It is 1-0 for Tag at the moment, and we definitely want to see Rise doing something at least a little bit different. I mean, those rounds, or that round was over pretty quickly. But
they
5 seconds.
They have to adapt. They have to adapt to the double stealth. You can't be aggressive when they're going to double stealth like that. Now that they know that they do it, they've got to fix it.
Yeah, maybe try and come back with their own re-stealthing. Either way, there's going to be stealth coming out from both groups. Looks like some of those Spellbreakers throwing out some great swords, trying to find them. A couple lines as well. There's the smoke field, though. They do know where they are. They could drop wells down, but they're not going to do it. Actually, 2 Scourges coming out of stealth before anything, and there's a good bubble from Rise on the back line. That's going to catch a couple, but as I say, a couple of Rise going to be caught. And Jarvan, again, one of them. He's going to go in downstate, as well as his Scourge. 3 downstate now from Rise. They're all going to get rezzed inside of a
fantastic
bubble from
Tag bubble. Fantastic bubble in the secondary. I'm waiting for more bubbles from Rise, though. They've got to get these other bubbles up right now, or they're going to be 1 down from Tag. 2 down from Tag.
There's a really good bubble from Rise on top of that. This is absolutely the time for Rise to push.
But another good Tag bubble.
Jarvan going in. He's got to be careful, though. He's pretty low on that. Wells coming out from Rise now.
2 down from
Shades
Tag.
coming out from Rise on that.
They're keeping that pressure.
But Jarvan going downstate once again. Inside of Rise, it should be an easy res. And they're staying on top of those Tag downstates.
Yep, they're keeping the pressure. They're keeping the pressure, but their only downstate is their thief. Now they've got another down. Their revenant, one of their revenants, and they're keeping the pressure. But Rise just keep going down again. They got their revenant.
5 downstate, 1 finished, 4 downstate. Jarvan going to be finished. 3 downstate now from Rise. 6 downstate now from Rise. 3 dead, 4 dead. They're just dropping all over the arena. 6 dead, 7 dead from Rise, and that's going to be GG. Round number 2 going to Tag. Amazing comeback, able to turn that around, put the pressure back on the Rise, and 1 push them into downstate.
That was a fantastic turnaround. Tag got put on the back foot really early, but they recovered quick, and it went back and forth. This is actually a really, like, the score may be 2-0 right now, but this is actually kind of a close match. Like, it could go either way. If Rise starts playing a little bit better and Jarvan stops, you know, rally botting, they could turn this completely really quick.
Now, we saw Jarvan sort of, I want to say, YOLOing in there. Do you think that it's him getting out of position? Do you think maybe Tag's
He's pushing way too far forward,
focusing him a little bit? Do you think they just see a low Guardian and they go on it without realizing who it is? What do you think is going on? Because he's definitely going down more than a lot of his players.
Yeah, he's being a little bit aggressive. He's not watching the AoEs on the ground. He's not watching those Scourges. And the other thing is, I'll bet you this is probably exactly what's happening, is Tag is going to put a target over Jarvan's head, and their Revenants are going to sit there and they're going to auto-attack him the entire time.
Really?
And COR him. I have a feeling that's exactly what's going on. I'm actually not seeing the target, so I'm not sure if it's going to be party targets or not, but it might be the Thief sniping him as well. So we're going to have to find out.
And it looks, actually, just looking at their heralds, it actually looks like they might be running Malix. I saw one of them on Malix, Josh. I don't know if the other ones are running Malix as well. Or the other one, I should say. Hazard. I'm going to have to try and keep an eye on that. But if they are running Malix, it's going to be a little bit more boon corruption there coming out of Tag. It's going to also be resistance, although they do need to be careful that it doesn't turn into a mob if they get corrupted. 20-0-0 going to be the next time. Oh, that's going to be right now. Round number 3 actually coming out.
Just to put in one more thing, I think that Rise also needs to tighten up. They're really spread out. If they tighten up a bit and keep the pressure on Tag harder, I think they can actually pull around easier. Whoa, there's a Spellbreaker right in the middle of Tag. Right? Oh, they're on top of each other and don't even know it.
First bubble coming out from Tag on top of it. He's going to catch one player from Rise. He's going to get res, though. Jarvan, again, a little bit out of position. He's got to be careful. He goes down, but instantly res. And that's going to be the first kill from Rise. Going to be cleaved out. That's going to be a Scourge.
Really good bubbles from Rise, though.
He's going to be healed out. And two bubbles coming out onto Tag. That's going to push them back as Rise has a down
But
state.
a good counter bubble to stop him.
One of the Thief actually staying in the backline on Rise. He's just standing on top of them and cleaving. He's going to get a downstate, going to get rallied, but he's going to be on top of Jarvan going downstate now. And another Fireband going very low. Jarvan's still not res. He's going to be cleaved out. And that's going to be 2 dead for Rise. That's the leader as well. This could be 3-0 for Tag if they can keep this pressure up. Rise needs to turn it around, but there's 3 very low, 4 downstate, 5 downstate, 6 downstate. Huge bomb coming out from Tag. That's going to be 6 downstate from Rise, 7 downstate now. Going to be 4 finished, and that is going to be round number 3. Yeah. Tag moving off like it's nothing, putting Rise down.
The fact that so Tag changed it up. This is what guilds need to do. This is how comebacks happen, and this is why Tag is stopping the entire idea of a comeback happening. What they did was, instead of doing the same thing for the 3rd time in a row, they changed it up. They didn't do the double stealth this time. They pushed forward and they were on top of each other, and Rise didn't know how to react at all. They were completely lost on what to do, and they fell apart immediately.
Yeah, they almost had a moment to come back when they had those double bubbles, but unfortunately the bubbles didn't really provide any counter pressure. It was enough to sort of push Tag off for a second, but then great play from the Thief on Tag's side to basically just stay on top of those low targets, stay on top of the low Scourges in the backline, get them down, keep cleaving. Even though they got rezzed, it allowed Tag to push in because Rise had to turn around and go for those rezzes. And on top of that, something I wanted to quickly mention, the 2 Thieves, I feel like the Power Thief has just been working so much better in all these GvGs we've seen. We've seen a lot of guilds trying the Condi Thief that Rise is on, and I feel like it just falls off pretty quickly. I feel like the cleave from Power Thief is just so much better. It's a lot better for single targets as well. And I feel like that's a big advantage for Tag. And on top of that, Rise, I feel like they should be getting, with 8 Scourges, even if all their Scourges are only on 1 bell, they should be getting a much better spike down. But it just doesn't seem to be happening. There just does not seem to be enough pressure to turn Tag off of this Rise stack, turn Tag, or get Tag downstates, get Tag low at least, and finish them off. But
yeah, I think the Revenant spikes are helping too. For sure. Those Revenant spikes are doing work on that Rise backline. And Jarvan, again, Jarvan's not adapting to this. He's doing the same thing and keeps going down over and over. And, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, he needs to stop. He needs to fix it immediately. This feels like a driver problem to me, because they're not moving tight, they're not moving coordinated, they're not moving in the right spots at the right time. Their bubbles are fantastic, but Jarvan's going down all the time as well. It's not necessarily so much a guild problem. It's they need to tighten up their play, but you need your driver to make people tighten up that play. You need to put, you know, this is the quarterfinals of the GvG tournament. You're down 3-0. You've got one round left before you lose. You have to make the change right now. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. Tag's playing it well. They're playing it smart.
Just waiting for a timer.
He doesn't run renewed focus in this meta. Actually, I'll keep him targeted up here. We'll see what he does. We'll see if he RFs.
Groups.
It's a GvG. You can't complain about being sniped. It's a GvG. Like, see, so people are saying that Jarvan is complaining about being pin sniped. It's a GvG. You know, anything goes in this. You can't.
Well, not really. You're not really supposed to be sniping.
Is that against the rules technically?
It's, I believe in the rules it does say don't snipe. I'd have to check them. I mean, to be honest with you, like, you really, even if it wasn't in the rules, it's kind of an unspoken rule, throughout the, you know, all of GvG that you're really not supposed to focus the commander. I do think that Jarvan has been out of position quite a few times. I don't know that it's 100% his fault.
Yeah,
obviously they're running a pretty squishy comp in regards to melee, in regards to support. So, you know, that is evident. But he's definitely going down more than any other Guardian. So he's pushed up. It is something to look at.
Far. He's pushed up pretty far, but so it's not really sniping if you're pushing up further ahead, anyways. And it's not that I'm new. It's that, like, I've been a part of the GvG scene since the beginning. I'm not necessarily new. I know about this, and I've been sniped myself, but it doesn't bother me. So, sniping has never bothered me personally. So that's why I don't find a problem with it. But either way, when was the time starting here? 14:0.
It's just 14:0.
Yeah, which is in 8 seconds.
Yep, we should be seeing the 4th round here.
And put a target over Jarvan's head. Okay, well, we started up. That was actually kind of a quick start for this one. There's a decent Rise bubble off the start, but it didn't actually do anything, and Tag's got a fantastic bubble, and their Revenants followed up on that really well. Another great fucking bubble out of Tag, but there's not much damage going out at all. They're not pressuring it. Jarvan's down again. I don't even know what to say, and the Revenant pressure is keeping it on him. We got one down from Rise at the moment, but another great bubble out of Rise, or Tag, though. And they're going to push on it this time. Jarvan's stuck in the middle of a bubble again, and now he's down again. He's getting caught out every single time, and he's getting transfused, but the damage is going to come out right on top of him, and there's so many Rise down. That's over. That's it. Everybody's down. They're dead. Man, that was bad. That started quick, and again, Rise wasn't able to react whatsoever. But yeah, Roy, you all right, buddy?
Yeah, sorry, trying to talk to a couple different people at the moment.
Okay, well, you just missed the whole round.
Yeah, well, you did quite a good job there.
Well, thanks, buddy.